going on, YouTube? Another video here, and this is going to be an update to the Ar15 build. In my last build, last video, I showed you guys that I had the blemished upper and lower from Palmetto State Armory, and I had a Palmetto State lower build kit, which came with the Magpul MOE grip, and it has a CTR stock, also from Magpul, mil-spec trigger, mil-spec buffer tube, buffer and spring. So since then, I know it's been a kind of a slow project, but since then I've added the Magpul M-Bus 2 backup iron sights. Yes, I know that the front sight would not obviously go there. I just don't have the front rail or anything. I just have it on there so I don't misplace it. So let's see if I can adjust the camera a bit. You're going to see that those there have they spring up, front and rear. They'll spring up. You push them, lock them back down. I got those in flat dark earth to kind of go with the other furniture on here. I decided to go with a BCM ambidextrous charging handle. BCM gunfighter, you can see it there. That thing is nice, and it pulls, and you can rack it just as easy from either side. I mean, it's a really nice charging handle. And let me go ahead and split it here, the upper from the lower. And I also went with this beauty here. This is the balanced bolt carrier group from Sharps Rifle Company. You can see the abbreviated name there. They've kind of got like this little cowboy on the front of the group. Reverse side, Sharps Rifle Company, and then obviously it comes with their Reliable, where the locking lugs here kind of have that taper to them versus being like the traditional squared off mil spec. Let's see here, it's got the gas key done, and by balanced you can kind of tell by the shape of this how it's got more mass down here at the bottom, and that's to help keep the mass lower. And then it's kind of got this built up section here in the back. So what this is going to do when a round is fired and this goes back in your upper receiver into your buffer tube, it's going to help it from the lower mass is going to help it from kind of getting some cant upwards, and then also help it with rotating. So it's supposed to be a smoother operation and stuff like that. I guess we'll find that out when we get the build done. Let's see, what else have I added? One other thing is the Magpul bad lever, and I think that stands for the battery assist device. So that'll allow you one from the same side, or I guess if you're a right-handed shooter, it comes in here on this side of your trigger well and makes it easier. You can hold this up when you pull your action back. Makes it easier, one, to lock the bolt open, or if your bolt is locked back due to an empty magazine, you can dump your magazine, put a new mag in, then flip this down. It'll close the action. So that's pretty cool. I guess what's on the agenda? What am I going to be looking into doing? I'm going to probably be looking into doing, obviously I need to get just a couple of the upper parts, the dust cover and the forward assist assembly, or the button and spring and roll pin. As for a barrel, I'm probably going to go with a 16-inch stainless steel barrel with a mid-length gas system through Noveski, and I'm thinking about going with a BCM KMR rail, and I'm kind of in between Magpul or Hex Mag magazines. For optics, I think it's going to be kind of iron sights here for a little while. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with optics. I've thought about going with a Vortex Viper, like a 1-to-4 power, and then I've also kind of kicked around the ideas of just going with something with like an EOTech or an Aimpoint. In the first video, I think I mentioned that I was going to be doing this as like a sort of like a budget build. It'd be kind of a slow process, which it has regardless. But I think it's going to be a little bit slower just because my wife actually purchased the Sharps bulk carrier group for me for my birthday, and then I got thinking, well, you know what, maybe I'm going to kind of go a little bit more high end on it. And quite honestly, you know, someone say, oh, it's not high end unless you go with a, you know, billet upper and lower and stuff, and I don't know. Right now for this build, that isn't something that I'm concerned about. This is going to suffice just fine. So probably once I get the build finished and I get some rounds through it, I'm probably going to go with a, I want to say it's an Elfman. Is that how you pronounce it? Elfman tactical trigger with the straight shoe. I think that's what I'm going to do. But well, figured I'd give you guys an update, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. It does help. I appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one.